Hello, it's Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Have y'all noticed that this couple triggers so many people? There are so many people who seem to get upset just the fact of seeing these two people together. These are two young people still in their 20s. They have made a decision to commit to each other, and they seem very happy together. I believe that there are a lot of black people like me. They love to see this. We love to see a young black couple making a commitment to each other in marriage before they run out. And y'all know what that means. But they have made this decision. And I hear people saying, she's not his type. She's not his type. Well, wouldn't that be his decision? And then I hear other people saying, she could have done better. She could have done better. Well, wouldn't that be her decision? So I just do not get all of this animosity that comes upon black couples who get married. Sierra and Russell Wilson, there's a whole fraternity of black men who seem to just despise the fact that he married her. Wasn't that his decision? So I'm just really not understanding it, and I think it's horrible. It speaks very negatively about so many people that you get that invested in somebody else's relationship. I love to see it, but there are people who feel just like I do, that this is a wonderful example of what we want for young black people, that they chose each other. Nobody made him marry her. And nobody made her marry him. They did that because they wanted to. Because they like each other. And they still seem to be very fond of each other. Now, I know and I believe that part of it with him is that women who thought, well, he should be with an OnlyFans, or he should be with somebody racially ambiguous, or, he should be with somebody different than a little petite, tiny, dark-skinned woman with a beautiful smile who's very talented and seems to really be in love with him. I can't see how he would have done any better. It seems to me that they both picked winners. But I don't know. But I need somebody to talk to me, help me out on this, because this is really getting silly. They've been married for, I guess this is the second year that they've been married. And he's sitting there with her at the Olympics, taking notes and watching everything that she's doing and being supportive. Exactly what you would want for a husband. So I don't know, but listen to what this man said.
First of all, I want to shout out Sister Simone Biles for her success in the Olympics thus far in Paris. And another shout out to her husband, Jonathan Owens, who was there to support her in Paris when he could be at football training camp, but he's there in the midst of the action, being there as a supportive spouse. And I've been noticing a ongoing onslaught of women who are making videos, bashing him as a man, telling her she can do better. Why is she with him, etc., etc. And I just don't get it. This whole crabs in a barrel mentality in which somebody has to say something negative about their relationship, I do not understand. Young, black, talented, in love, married. Isn't that what we're all looking for? Isn't that what we should be promoting and saluting? But no. We have this crabs in a barrel mindset that continues to permeate the community. And there's three groups I think that are really pushing this. Number one is the bitter betties. Number two is what I call subjective supporters. And number three, the main point is just misery loves company. Now, to start from the bottom up, misery loves company, meaning a person who has nobody, a person who's by themselves will help you lose the person you have. I tell you women all the time, man, stop listening to social media. Stop going to your girlfriends and asking them for advice and telling them all your business.
Now, he's right about that. There seems to be a lot of women who resent the fact that he's with her in the same way that there seem to be men that resent the fact that Russell Wilson is married to Sierra. And these are people that they don't even know. They don't even know these people. Their families seem to be happy with the choices that they've made. And you got random people out here talking about, why did she do this? For instance, this picture right here. This is one of her gold medals that she won in Paris a week or so ago. And he's got it around his neck, showing it off. There are people that went wild on Twitter. Why does he have it on his neck? He didn't win it. What is he trying? Just went on and on, disregarding the fact that this is that woman's husband. It's entirely possible that she told him to put it on, to capture. He's standing beside her, and if she had the gold medal on, then he would have been cut off because she's short, and the gold medal would have been so low that he would have been cut off. So apparently they made the decision, or maybe the person that was taking the picture made the decision for him to put it around his neck to better capture the medal. It makes sense to me. And what doesn't make any sense to me is why other people care and why they're so invested in the fact that these two people chose each other. Well, she got more money than you. First of all, nobody knows how much money anybody has. And if the standard would always be that one person had to have more money than the other, a lot of marriages wouldn't take place. That's not the measure of whether or not a marriage will work. The measure of whether or not a marriage is going to work is how well they work together and how committed they are. And so I'm going to end this video with this. When I was a young woman dating, I used to have girlfriends who would always be putting something in my ear because I'm not going to say I was popular, but there were people that were interested in me. And it seemed like every time there was a guy that came on the scene that I liked, one of my friends had something to say about him. They would be checking him and stalking, running down my boyfriend trying to see what he was doing to come back and tell me. So there was a lady in my church, and she really knew how to talk to young people, and she had been around herself. So she knew how people were. And she gave me some very good advice. She said, stop listening to what these women are saying. Don't tell them, just like this man said, don't tell them your business. Don't let them know when you get a new boyfriend. Or when you find somebody you like, don't even tell them about it. When you get ready to get married, be already have the wedding and everything planned before they even know it. Because they will mess you up. Now that's unfortunate. And that a lot of that is in our community. That, oh no, he ain't no good. Oh, he did this and he did that. Or she's a 304. She's a 304. You don't want her. So it's something to be said about keeping people out of your business. But when you're in the spotlight like these two, and social media being what it is, they just have to tune out the noise. And I think they probably do a lot of that. Because when he went on that interview on that show, and I don't believe those guys meant any harm, because some of those guys on that show, that sports show, I don't remember the name of it now, some of them are married too. And I think they just sort of caught him up, and then he just kind of got tongue twisted, and he said something about him being the catch or something like that. And boy, everybody ran with that. Well, he is a catch. They both are. He got a catch, and she got a catch. And it seems like he's doing his best to hold on to a job because he's not one of these all-star football players, which she probably doesn't want anyway. She wants somebody who wants to settle down. These athletes are some of the most unreliable partners in the country, especially these young ones. I wish for them the best, and I hope they tune out the noise and go on with their lives. And if she retires and they start their family, I certainly hope that they will ignore all of these talkers, because at the end of the day, everybody has to make their own decision about their lives. And with so many black women struggling to raise children by themselves, you would think that all of us would be happy to see a couple getting married and getting stable before they have children. Okay, y'all, let me know what you think about this, and let me know if you've noticed all this hatred towards this couple, because it's hard to miss it if you're on social media. And I still think this is just so bad for the black community, because we're getting so far away from our center. Young people used to be encouraged to get married and to build stable families. And it still works. It still works for people who want the traditional family or whatever configuration of a family you want. It still works. What's toxic and unfair is people who don't want that for themselves, but also don't want it for other people. You know, it's fine to make a decision about what you want, but it's really not right to be trying to think for other people. They are capable of thinking for themselves. Okay, y'all, thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video, and have a good evening.